There's a shift moving through the collective right now. One you may be feeling in your body, your relationships, or even your dreams. You might sense it as fatigue, restlessness, or a sense to withdraw. But beneath it all, Spirit is rebuilding truth from the inside out. Before this message came, I opened the Akashic field with my soul team of angels and guides, and I asked for guidance for the collective soul. Spirit answered first through a dreamwalk vision in the Akashic field. As always with my readings, know that this message is timeless. It's evergreen. So whenever you find it, it's because your soul led you here, and there is something within it meant specifically for you. In the vision, I found myself in an old kitchen, and it felt like a church hall, a place where generations had once gathered to serve and feed others. It seemed quiet, almost desolate. My mother stood to my left, my father to my right. Two of his sisters were there, my aunts, nearby, leading or overseeing the work. The women were washing dishes together, cleansing what once nourished family and community. Among the dishes was a damaged silver fork. When I asked what year it was from, a male guide said 1930. Numerologically, that number adds to 4, signifying foundation. The fork carried its own story. The right tongue, wounded. On the left side, whole. On the right wounded tongue, there were 2 small humps, uneven but joined. The left was slightly shorter than the right. Spirit showed me that both lineages, the masculine and the feminine, were being rebalanced. The right paternal current of giving was healing from exhaustion. The left maternal current of receiving was still tender, but learning strength. Many of us are being asked to cleanse the ancestral table and rebuild foundations built on truth rather than guilt, shame, or fear. The experience left me with a deep sensation of heavy energy. Centuries of service, silence, and shame dissolving, especially around the feminine voice and the sacredness of the body itself. I saw other times in history when fear tried to shape the world, and how important it is that we rebuild on truth and compassion instead. But beneath it all, there was peace. It felt like completion and a full rebirth. Then I asked for a crystal ally for the collective, and I was shown a vision of my Blue Topaz heart ring, one I had in my 20s. It held 3 small diamonds that flowed from the heart, symbolizing mind, body, and spirit reconnecting. Alongside it appeared Australian agate, a stone of calm perception, grounded courage, anchoring truth in the body. The clear message was, you already carry the voice of truth within you. My body has been communicating in its own way through fatigue, throat tenderness, and lips healing. I told my body, you can heal now. You do not have to speak through pain anymore. We can communicate through signs, visions, and knowing. And I moved and breathed. I could feel dense patterns transmuting into light and power. This is alchemy in motion, the body integrating spiritual truth. And spirit continues to speak in numbers, sending vibrations that echo through the collective. For this reading, the main vibrations include 682, courage and standing fully as yourself. 125, 732, 833, 911. The themes of commitment, honoring what truly matters to us, and refusing self-abandonment. Our mindset, changing our mindset, which changes our reality. It's the key to shaping life through joy, focus, and faith. Abundance, integrity, and infinity, the flow of service aligned with truth. Together, they remind us that reality is shaped through joy, focus, and faith. And these are guideposts, the mathematics of spirit reorganizing through the body. Through the night, spirit kept time as well, waking me at 11:17, 12:43, 5:30, 8:33, and 9:11. Codes of new beginnings, balance, and completion. Whispering that a new foundation is being built through balance and awakened service. On October 29th, Spirit sent another confirmation. 3 blue jays landed right outside my window. Clear, loud, and bright. Blue jays represent truth, communication, divine alignment, the very essence of the Blue Topaz and of this message. And in that moment, I knew Spirit was saying, speak clearly, stay aligned, and trust your timing. As the universe always answers when we live in authenticity. Soon after, Spirit echoed the theme again through my son, who sent me the song, What's Up by 4 Non-Blondes. Anybody remember that? One of my very favorites, and a song that I introduced to my kids long ago. Hearing it again felt like Spirit singing back through the generations. Your voice matters. The revolution is love. That song has always carried the vibration of awakening, that cry for clarity, and the lyrics asking, what's going on? And they mirror the energy of the Blue Topaz, Mercury, and this Aquarius moon, all calling us to speak, to rise, and to stay human and real, even as we expand spiritually. It's become the soundtrack of this message, a reminder that honesty itself is freedom, and that speaking truth into the world is its own kind of prayer. So from now through November 7th, the heavens are mirroring what we're moving through on Earth. There's energy rising around truth and communication, gentle pressure to take courageous action, and a deep call to rebuild our sense of worth and stability in brand new ways. Under this Aquarius moon is guidance toward authentic connection, reminding us that our relationships grow strongest when we show up as our whole selves. So ask yourself, where am I still holding back my truth to keep the peace? What would honesty and freedom look like instead? This is the moment to honor what feels aligned and to lovingly release what no longer supports who we are becoming. And in the physical world, the theme continues. A few glittering opportunities appeared, quick promises that didn't quite feel right. I chose to listen to my intuition and to say no. But that too is bravery. Choosing integrity over urgency. Protecting the foundation of truth that we're rebuilding. Every no rooted me deeper into the new foundation of truth that we're all building. All of these signs, messages, and synchronicities form one living message. We are rebuilding the foundation of our lives through authenticity and integrity. The old patterns of guilt, people-pleasing, self-silencing, they're all being washed away. What remains is clear, balanced, and whole. If this message has touched you, it's your moment of remembrance. Speak this with me as a prayer or declaration. I release foundations built on fear and guilt. I rebuild in truth, love, and integrity. My voice is clear. My body grounded. My heart brave. I trust the divine timing that carries me forward in grace and abundant flow. And so it is. Comment below, I claim this truth, to anchor your voice into your own life. When you do, you're saying yes to the foundation your soul is ready to rebuild. This message marks another return to truth for me, and it feels right to sign it now with my soul name, Alariana, as a symbol of remembrance and authorship. This is part of the larger work being born through me, one that I now recognize as the foundation of my upcoming book, A Living Archive of Remembrance and Reclamation. Between the bunny and the crow, between the heart and the voice, we are remembering how to be both gentle and strong, and how to let truth feed us again. In gratitude to the collective soul, the Akashic field, our soul teams of guides and angels, thank you for sharing this space with me. Namaste, and I'll see you next week.